I am live. Audio check, as I have to do, because that's the number one thing that doesn't work for me. I've got my coffee ready to go. We are here. Welcome to Maudentines Day. Hi. 14th of February. Tells you what, some people love it, some people hate it, some people hate to love it, some people love to hate it. Where do you sit? Because we're here for the next 90 minutes. Well, I'm here to give you rubbish, ridiculous, shonky, shitty, sometimes poignant, often misdirected, mostly uneducated advice about relationships and love and being single. Hello, everyone. I'm going to pop little questions up as we go along. It's little hellos. Hi, Gores. Hi, gorgeous. Valentine's Day. I love it. What is this? This is Nathan dropping some Valentine's Day love. Well, Nath, if you've got any questions, you've just super chatted it, so you get in there and ask some questions and kick this off. Mr. Terry Fournier has spent the day baking and cooking. That sounds fantastic. I have spent this morning. My friend made me pancakes because she was making her boyfriend pancakes, so I was third wheeling. And then her and I hit the neighborhood to, take over some Pokemon gyms in Pokemon Go. And then I came back here and I called a girlfriend and we had a chat for a bit. Then I washed my hair, walked Zell, and that's my day. And now I'm here giving relationship advice. What do you guys think of Valentine's Day? Jimmy dislikes it more than loves it. Happy Valentine's Day, Maude. Hope you're having a great weekend filled with chocolate. Yum. And love. Breezy. Maude. Yes, well done. Hi. Marcin Brovorzik has said hello. Best regards from Poland. I don't know too much Polish, I'm afraid. I know a little bit Danish, I know a little bit Chinese, I know a little bit Japanese, I know a little bit German. I don't know Polish. Thierry making us jealous of all this food. Yeah. Said free pancakes. Age of Empires. I know. I get in the zone. I actually made new emotes that's called In the Zone, so that when I get in the zone, you can all just blast me with that. How are you? Hope you're well too. Chocolate and coffee could be really, really good. Thierry's made banana bread. That's what it's all about. Betsy boy, happy Valentine's Day, Maud. No, happy Valentine's Day to you. Happy Shalentine's Day. Happy Calentine's Day. Happy Val. Jow. Happy Valentine's Day. Anyway, that's fun. How do I feel about Valentine's Day? Well, that's not it. How do I feel about Valentine's Day? Well, I'm wearing a shirt that has a picture of Cupid having his wings clipped. Oh, Luther. Martin is playing games all day, eating sweets. Classic Valentine's Day. I love that. This is the first year I've sort of properly done Valentine's Day, so I'm quite undecided. Congratulations. That's fantastic. Happy Valentine's Day from Sweden. Thank you, Eric. Happy day to all of us, says Seb. Seb, you're one of the reasons why I moved it up earlier, because I was like, we got to stop doing so late. We got to cater for that European time zone. Happy Singles Appreciation Day. It's one way to look at it. Valentine's Day, Christoph. Nice, coming in with that one. Oh, Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. I like that. Actually really works. I could probably get away with saying Valentine's Day in conversation and no one will really realize. That's fun. Gonna spend this live session adding some paint details to a Millennium Falcon I just built. Sick. Geek Bomb. Whenever G4 asks about good leads for new hosts, I always bring up your name first, and many agree that you'd be perfect. Is there any interest on my part? Yeah, I used to watch it when I was like 17, when I was living in Australia. So like, I loved Attack of the Show. and all that fun stuff. It was awesome. Oh, you posted it in the Banana Bread and the Geek Bomb Discord. That's fun. Happy Valentine's Day to Zelda. Happy Valentine's Day to Zelda. Happy Puppentine's Day. What? Happy Puppentine's Day. Happy Puppentine's Day, Bubba. I love you. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Baby, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Zelda, this is really embarrassing at this stage. This is going on for so long that at this stage, I don't think anyone thinks you've ever loved anything in your life. Okay. Okay. Okay, Zelbel. Love you. Should really get some chocolate. But what I'm here to do is, did you get enough kisses? She got enough kisses. Her head gets smothered every morning in kisses. I love her. I do too. I do too. Alrighty, let's get stuck into some questions. I'm gonna have to make a chocolate stop. I got a coffee. I should have got a freaking Tim Tam. And now Zelda loves me. It's too late, Zelda. It's too late for that. This nearly gone. I have been taking my time with it instead of binging because it's so good. But sometimes, oh, okay. I love myself. This is how I am myself. There is still a dream. I know. I know. First question. I should really have put it up, but I'm not. But Lupersalia at GD7 on Twitter said, are relationships slightly healthier when a significant other enjoys playing video games with you? Great question. Looking back on all my relationships, most of them didn't really play. And then they met me. One of them learned to enjoy it recreationally. We played Super Mario Galaxy and I put him on bit collection. So he'd collect all the bits while I was actually playing the game. It was great. Another previous boyfriend, when I was playing Final Fantasy 12, he would have the map open on the laptop, guiding me through the puzzles and the dungeons. So that was good too. Put him to work, I say. Another ex-boyfriend, he was long distance, and so this is when I was really into Overwatch, and so we would game online together and we would play Overwatch. And then when we weren't playing together, he would still be playing, and it got pretty bad actually. I turned him into a massive gamer. He played a lot of Overwatch in his spare time. So I think I actually almost had to apologize, but then I was like, well, if you can't figure out moderation, that's not up to Maude, is it? So yeah, basically the ground rule is if you're with me, chances are we're going to be recreationally playing video games. Actually, I finished Luigi's Mansion with the recent ex. That was fun. Oh yeah, that was really good. And Super Mario Odyssey, actually. The Mario games are really, really good for that. Because in Super Mario Odyssey, you get to play the hat. So yeah, if you're dating me, you will recreationally be playing video games with me in downtime for fun. And maybe you'll continue playing games on your own. Maybe you won't, but either way, they realize that it is a good time. Yeah, good question. Next question on here. We've got Thierry sending a gif of Bridesmaids where she's punching the love heart feature for the wedding. And that's what Terry said that he was going to do on the 14th. But you had to give yourself more credit. You cooked and baked. Another question that I found on Twitter was from Seb. Seb Lacey says, when should couples move in together? I've only ever Oh, we've still got this comment up, haven't we? Zelda. When should couples move in together? Let's make a little... I should have put these up earlier too. When should couples move in together? Boom. This is completely up to the couple. I think that when it becomes almost like a hassle having to pack a bag and you're almost always together every single day of the week and you're either at your place or at their place, or you find that you're going to one more than the other, and it's an inconvenience to have the two places, and that it will like obviously organically start going in that direction. I think that's when you listen to it. The only time I ever lived with someone was when I moved in with him when I was 21. And I definitely saw a future and absolutely loved him. And I wanted to get out of the place that I was in and convinced him to get out of the place that he was in. Found an amazing apartment. And I think like the fact that it was probably still to this day one of the best apartments I've ever lived in. And it was just so perfect. And I had my dog Bella then at the time. It was just such an ideal, perfect setup. And it just felt right. So I think that if you're not sure, obviously don't. You have to just be 100% sure. And both of you need to be on that exact same page. But in saying that, relationships only work if you both want the same thing. So that's one of the things, I guess. That was easy. I should be giving shit advice, right? Why would you not want to have your own space at the end of the day? I think that being able to be like, peace, I'm going to go back to mine for a day or two just to recharge so you're not here all the time. That's nice. Hi, Triskel. Yellow. Ridian's doing the long distance thing. Oh, I hear you have done that. After they get married, living across town from your wife is just awkward. No, you do it before you get married. Before they get engaged. Yeah, I think so too. I think really kind of get the hang of living together. What is this one? What's this one for? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, next question. I like that one. What is everyone else saying about this? A girl who forces me to play video games sounds awesome. Well, I don't force anyone unless I use the force. Dun, 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 dun. But no. Hello, Josh. Eric says, what is a good game to introduce someone who is not a gamer, say for a date? I don't think I've ever done a video game date before. I would rather have like FaceTime conversation than through a video game. In saying that, I'm sure that like having an objective and like being able to have a focus and the game being something where you can work together could be cool. What is a good game for that? Depends if you're going to be in the same room or if you're going to be online. If you're in the same room, the Nintendo games are really good, especially like the Odyssey where it's like you're doing the main stuff and then they get to kind of help out. That's a lot of fun. Co-working, like teamwork. Don't ever, and I'm speaking from experience here, don't ever play, what's the cooking game? Not Cooking Mama. Oh my gosh, I've got it on PlayStation. The cooking game. The cooking game. I'm waiting for an answer. Thank you. Overcooked. Don't do it. We nearly broke up. We nearly broke up playing Overcooked. It was a new side of me came for. I'm not competitive. And so when we're playing the game and like there's a system, right? You have to figure out the system. So if you are needing to make burgers, someone needs to be on the buns, the meat needs to be cooking, and you need to chop the lettuce and the tomatoes, right? Like there's a system in place. And if they don't understand the system, or if they're not kind of aware of what you're doing and working in synergy, I will yell at you. What were some of the key lines that I've said? I should really ring my ex and he's got them in his back pocket, because he would be like, oh, remember like the time that you would be like, oh, that, yeah. So some of them would be like, why would you do that? Why would you get the tomato? Why would you get the tomato when we clearly need to have the beef? The beef isn't done yet, so you're grabbing a tomato. Why? Why would you do that? What's happening here? What is it? What is it? Explain to me the train of thought for you to think that a tomato was the appropriate thing to do right now. Nightmare. So bad. So yeah, don't play Overcooked. Let's look at some other games. Oh, Louis Lechance is saying, I'm introducing my girlfriend to my daughter tomorrow. I'm a bit nervous. Any tips? Whoa, this is out of my jurisdiction. I have a daughter, but she doesn't talk. She just, apparently. My daughter is floofy. So I have absolutely no idea what this is like or what to do. I have dated someone that had a kid, but I didn't meet them. Heard all about them, never met them. And I think that that's good for me, where I was at in that relationship. It wasn't time for that. They were really young though, so who knows. So what's some cynical advice? Some cynical advice is your daughter might get jealous. Say that, dress her up as like Elsa from Frozen. Instant love. Ooh, any tips? I got nothing on that one. What would I do? Let's just say I had a kid. My daughter would be my number one. Like, that would be my priority. I actually think I wouldn't be affectionate to the person in front of them because of that. I think that I would maintain that they're a special friend. Oh, good luck. Good luck. Overcooked is a relationship test. Beat that and your relationship will withstand anything. Well, not with me. It won't. No. Micromanaging, yes, yeah. Game Rebel. Hello, I'm late. Oh, better late than never. Portal 2 is good. Portal 2 is good, actually, because you have to be very smart for that game. And so if like you're flexing or if they're helping and you're like, well, win-win. Like, yeah, that's a great one. I feel like your ex is still talking about Overcooked in his therapy sessions. Oh my God, if only he was going to therapy. But if he was, he would be. My boyfriend and I fought so bad playing Overcooked. It is a relationship ender. It is so not good. And some of those stages get really hard. When the platform, where you have to manually move the platform to get the item and then to put the rice in the cooker. Oh my God. It's so tense. Where's the beef? Very much in the Overcooked game, apparently. I like it. Nath had a question of, I think this was like this one. When should you ever talk about life goals together? Honestly, I think life goals, they're an individual thing. So it's not a shared thing. So I think talking about your life goals straight out the gate is super cool. And then you can see if they align or not. Because that's what I think, that's how you grow together, or if you grow apart. Growing together is when your life goals are a little bit more aligned. Growing apart is when your life goals are polar opposite. So I actually think having a really good sense of the other person's values and life goals out the gate is a good thing. But definitely an I. This is what I want to do. This is my goal. This is how I see this happening, instead of the we. Because the I's, you just find a way where you can make that a we down the line. Thank you for the super chat as well. Jimmy did one too. Yep. Jimmy did one too. Thank you so much for the super chat. If you had a choice between being in a committed relationship or unlimited free chocolate, you already know. Unlimited. My God, don't make me choose. So hold on. If I was in a committed relationship, could I still have chocolate? Because if I was in a committed relationship, I would ask them to buy me chocolate. Unlimited free chocolate. See what happens? So it's kind of both. So I'll take the relationship. Great question, Jimmy Sprinkles. And I have quite a few times figured out how much chocolate is too much chocolate. You don't think it exists, but you hit that point. You can hit that point. Oh, Nathan's follow-up. I totally agree. I was thinking about, I want kids in marriage, so that's important to know. Yeah, exactly. So if you're on a date, I mean, dropping the kids thing first date, maybe wait till third. But eventually, yeah, you're going to be like, yeah, cool. My 5-year goals. This is what I want in life. I want to get married and have kids. And if they're like, oh yeah, I don't think I want kids. And you're like, hey, I'm really glad we know that. And now we can kind of like move forward with that very important information in the backs of our mind, whether you want to continue moving forward with it or if it's a deal breaker. Yeah. Chocolate, says Glory. I'd like a packet of Tim Tams that never runs out. Yeah, I do remember the Tim Tam Genie ad. Kate Blanchett was the one making the wish. Do you remember that? And he keeps refilling the packet. I'm sure I could find that. Super chat, super chat, super chat. Chocolate can spoil. I'm diabetic, so my choice is clear. Oh, here you go. You got this sorted. Don't mind me. I'm just going to do a Tim Tam Slam with my coffee. I don't want coffee though. Mamma mia, that's so good. Oh my God, that's so good. Oh, we answered that a while ago, didn't we? Oh, here we go, Darian. Oh, I've got so many thoughts about this. Hey, Maud, happy V-Day. Thoughts of being close with an ex. I'm still close with 2 of my exes. Really, really close with one of them. The other one, we've had to kind of like take a step back from each other. And I'll tell you why. Just a second. Okay. Yum! Being close with an ex can only work for a few reasons. If it was an amicable breakup and you realize that you were just better as friends, if there are no feelings that are remaining, if one or the other have sort of moved on and are okay with the friendship. So one of my exes, we only dated for about 4 months, but we stayed really, really good friends. And we realized that we kind of were better off being like work husband and wife than boyfriend and girlfriend. So we just worked really well together, and we're in a very similar field, and we bounced off each other with ideas, and that was really, really great. We ended things because he wasn't ready for a relationship, and then he got into a relationship after me pretty quickly. But she's awesome, and she also has no issue with us being friends. So I think the fact that he is absolutely moved on, us understanding that we were just never a good fit, and really relishing and appreciating the parts of our friendship that were really special. And we've got this thing where like every 3 to 4 weeks, we're like, fuck, we haven't spoken, excuse me. We're like, oh, haven't spoken to you. How are you? And like, we actually genuinely care and need to know and just check in on each other. So that's really great. The other one, we ended things. It was a clunky ending. The feelings didn't subside. We thought we would be better as friends, but that kind of kept being wishy-washy. And we realized that I realized that the more he was in my life, even if it was in a friendship capacity, the more it was sort of blocking off other opportunities because there were still kind of feelings there. So I just had to call it. I was starting to subtly do things to push him away. And I think that subconsciously I was realizing that he was kind of blocking other ventures in my life because, he was taking up a big chunk of the space. And so I had to boot him. So yeah, there you go. Friends with an ex. Hope that answered your question. First date suggestions. Have a couple of questions planned, like what you genuinely want to know about them. I think the most nerve-wracking part is just having the back and forth exchange, is talking a natural thing that you both can do. Do you have enough interests? Yeah, so that back and forth. So just having a couple of questions in your back pocket that you genuinely want to know the answer to. Do you have any interests in common? Really kind of questions about them that it's sort of like make or break. Yeah. How the hell do you stay so fit with all these sweets? I work out 6 days a week. And I go for a walk for an hour every single morning. And I eat salads the rest of the time usually. So I make, you know, you just can't, you got to be smart with it. You just can't get all chunky on chocolate. Like video games, I treat them as a treat. So if I'm going to have a couple of half a thing of Tim Tams, it's like, right, cool. But then it needs to balance out. So if I'm going to have a binge day, then the next couple of days I'll be a bit better. Or I'll go for, you know, put an extra 20 minutes into a workout or something like that. So just finding the balance for it all. But I actually don't mind exercise. I feel like in the morning it really clears my head and it puts me in like a good place. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Do not go to Outback Steakhouse. Truth gone. Do not listen to that. That is not, you do not want to go to Outback Steakhouse. Has your mostly male fan base affected how your exes saw the relationship? What do you mean by that? I had an ex that didn't love the fact that a bunch of guys were commenting, beautiful, you look so great, that, you know, didn't love that. But I was kind of like, that's what you signed up for. Like if I'm going to put a picture up and people are going to comment, like that's a thing. So yeah, definitely have dated guys that are a lot more secure or just kind of understand that. I think that's what you mean. What's your preferred date? First date? Yeah, just one with conversation. A lot of conversation, just to see if we've got a lot in common, if we've got good rapport, if we've got a similar sense of humor, if there's good banter. Banter is super important. Hey Maude, Vaden sent his question through, but it's a bit ago, so I sent it to you in our Geek Bomb chat. Good. Where is that? Let me open it up. Here we are. Ah, this one's from Vaden, but he can't get it to fit. Okay. Dear Maude, well, no one said living through a zombie apocalypse was going to be a grand old time, but dang nabbit, it just got worse. Yesterday, my best friend in the whole wide world got chomped on by a revenant. Now our community wants to off him so he won't become one of the undead. Ugh, my buddy and I go way back, but when I see him take swipes at me now, it just reminds me of when we used to punch each other in the shoulder as kids. He's always been such a tough son of a bitch, and I bet he can beat this if people are willing to help him out, but for some reason, people these days don't have faith in him no more. What do you reckon I should do? Sincerely, stuck between a memory and the survival of my species. This is great. I love this. That's amazing. You're going to have to kill your best bud. Yeah, he's no longer your best bud. It's what it was. And where were you to protect him from getting bitten? Huh? Why weren't you pushing him out of the way so that you took the brunt? See, now this is the thing. Would you rather be killed by your best friend or have to kill them? This question kills me. But yeah, just off them. I was going to say shoot them in the back so you don't have to see their face as they die. Oh dear. Would you tour a chocolate factory or have you already? I feel like in primary school, elementary school, they take you to like a tour somewhere, and I feel like when I was a kid, it may have been a dairy farm, but I think it was a chocolate place. But the older I get, like I swear I'm going to get on early onset Alzheimer's because I forget everything. I don't eat fish, so I've got no omega. I would take a tour then. Let's get to the chocolate of it all. I would take a tour. Thanks for the super chat. Oh man, a little bit of Tim Tam in the cup. Ooh. Being an interviewer is a plus. It does help. But then also it's like, well, if I keep asking the questions, they're not learning about me. And then how will they know that they like me if they don't know anything about me? It's a balance of sharing and hearing. What else have we got? Oh, lots of questions coming in. Love it, love it, love it. Because there's so many, it does actually, the super chat does help because it pops up. So I appreciate that. And Nate, that was very sweet, your first one. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Hello, hello. Hi, new faces. I would tour chocolate factories all the time. Facroties. Facrotires. I would tour chocolate facro tires. Facro tires. I would never facro tire of it either. Arthur Tully. What's the best thing that happened to you in 2020? I focused on meditation and gratitude. Really kind of like 2020 is the time where you could no longer distract yourself or keep busy or run from the things that you had to face that you didn't want to, that was scary. So I did it, and I'm better for it. So a lot of personal growth, because like, what else are you gonna do? So yeah, that was mine. I got too excited about chocolate and I had too many tattoos. Yep, and I definitely highlighted that. Ben Bamboo. Oh, here. Sorry, I know this. I have to know this and then I'll let it go. Has there been any contact attempts between you and I? And if not, is there anything that I can do to help facilitate it? No contact yet. Not sure how it's going. I know that they've been talking to a couple of my friends, but that's because they were OGs there. But I guess keep that hashtag going and try to encourage other people. Maude for G4 or something. That could be cool. But yeah, just presence and being inundated. And if it's like a lot of people, then hopefully they'll listen a little bit more. But yeah. Oh, the chocolate factory is about 11 hours away. That's not so bad. You can get there. Which Zelda game is on your bookshelf? I've been trying to figure it out for the past 5 minutes. That's because it's not a game. It's a manga series that I have not unpacked yet. Look at all of them. The Legend of Zelda Manga Box series, story and art by Akira Himekawa. Manga Box Volume 1 to 10. Box includes Legend of Zelda and a collectible poster. Tight. I like it because it's Zelda. We'll move it over a bit. Boop, boop, boop. Maude is brutal. Oh yes, Vader, and I was answering your question about. Oh my gosh, the questions, the comments are coming in too fast. Maude is brutal. Look, if we're talking a zombie apocalypse, and they get bitten, and they start turning, I don't know how else to tell it to you. Like, it's devastating. It would be really tough, but the survival of the species, you know. F the species, save your bestie. No, Matt. They're already gone. You have to set them free. Thank you. Maude does what needs to be done. I make the decision. I do the tough things that people can't do, you know. That's why, like, if a zompoc happens, I guess I'm an asset. My best friend won't think so. My best friend will be scared of me. Everyone's different. So what would have to be the balancing feature of the bow if they didn't like the puns? They would not be a bow if they did not like the puns. Deal breaker. No way. If they were like, don't do that, I'd be like, I'm sorry, what? They're like, please don't make any more puns. They're really uncomfortable. Like, it's just not funny. Puns aren't good. Fucking check, please. Whoa. We did that one. What would you do when your girlfriend's best friend keeps hitting on you? Oh, honestly, okay, here's the tea. The situation you got happening here. If the girlfriend's best friend's doing it, maybe it's a test, and the best friend is trying to test your commitment to the girlfriend. And if that's the case, you got to drop her with a, hey, I feel like you are getting into dangerous territory here, and I've really got to place a boundary here because I feel like this is a little inappropriate and it's making me uncomfortable. And hopefully she goes, you passed the test, which is really gross and like not cool, but hopefully it's just that, because the alternative is that she actually does like you and you're going to have to tell your girlfriend. And you don't have to do that. So you have to put the boundary in place anyway. So no matter what, hey, this is kind of getting to an uncomfortable place. I'm not sure what your intentions are with this, but I have to put some boundaries up. Beep, beep, beep. Adam's here. I was able to finally step away from my commitments. Factrotires. Factrotires should be a word. This is how far behind we are. Goodness. Just greasing that super chat wheels. Thank you so much. Screenplayer says, Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Yay. Have you looked into translated web novels or light novels? No, I haven't. Can you tell me more about that? Who is a fictional character you would ask out? Who is a fictional? Oh, Claude from Three Houses. What's that game called again? Golden Sun? What's it called? What's the series called? Three Houses. Fire Emblem. Claude. Oh, something about that guy. I like Claude. There you go. I asked him out in the game. I asked him to marry me, and he said he had shit to do. I got so rejected. I played the long game with him, and it like all signs were pointing to yes. Like woo, and he kind of did say yes, but then he was like, oh, but I'm also like, ugh, we've got a war and things are happening, and well, yeah, I gotta go, but yeah, we'll be back. Oh my god, I like really felt that. I had so much so that I had to tweet the voice actor being like, I'm sorry. what was that? And he's like, oh, it's not you, it's me. And I was like, don't you dare. My heart. Little weird guy. How does one tell if one is flirting or just being friendly? Honestly, give them a compliment and see if they say thank you or pay one back to you. That's the advice that I would give. Like if you say you're really, really funny and you're so sweet, and you say like compliments, and if they're like, oh, thank you, oh, not really, oh, that's nice. But if they're like, no, you are, I think you're amazing and you're the, boom, flirting. Oh, that was good advice. I'm supposed to be giving cynical, shitty advice. That was good. Damn, go me. What's the best Valentine's date? A home-cooked meal or a fancy restaurant dinner? Uber Eats in 2021. For a Valentine's date, really you should only have a date on Valentine's Day if it's something that's kind of serious, I guess. I'm not taking my own advice. But I think if it's Valentine's Day, but either I think I would like a fancy dinner so we both get to enjoy it, because if it's a home cooked meal, you've done all the work still. And I think I would like it for like both parties to not have to work for the meal. Pay for it, sure, but like work for it, if you know what I mean. Oh man, I'm so behind. Oh my gosh. Here we go. What are your main goals in life? Do you set them? No, I'm so bad at it. I don't know where I'm going to be. And the reason why is my visa I've only ever had like 2-3 years tops on my visa. So I've never been able to have like a 5-year goal, because I've never known if I was going to still be in the country, even though I've just celebrated my 8th year here. So kind of like setting a goal to work towards is so hard, and I envy people that have it. My friend just said one the other day. She's like, oh yeah, goal by the time I'm 40, I want to do this, this, and this. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds great. I literally work a week in advance at any one time, pretty much. You should set them, because if you know what you're working towards, you know the steps to take to get there, because you know the direction. I am directionless. Akuro, hey Maude, any opinion on the Galaxy Edge lightsabers? I haven't been there, so I don't know what an opinion I could make. Yeah, I know what I think I would want a purple and an orange lightsaber though. How cool would that be? Nath, I mean, I wouldn't have done it if you didn't drop a big bonus super chat earlier. How many kids do you want to have? I never wanted more than 2. 2's fine. 1 would be okay. But I'm one of 3. And I understand by saying that, because I'm the youngest of 3, that if my mother had that same mindset, then I wouldn't exist in this world. But I still commit to my answer. Hey! Happy Maudentines Day! Happy Maudentines Day. I'm so far behind in this. Sorry, super cat. I'm just trying to get through the super cat here, right, Gory? Just trying to get through this super cat. Totally ditch a dude who wants to control your sense of humor. 100%. Ugh. I've gone on a date with a guy who just found ways to be mean, and I think that that was his type of humor. And the problem with that is I can't change him. If that's his type of humor, that's just who he is. And it's probably someone's jam. It's just not my jam. I don't like to be on the receiving end of like mean jokes that don't make me feel great just for the sake of humor. So instead of trying to change him, I'm just like, well, cool, you do that. That's fine. It's probably someone's jam. It's just not really what I'm about. And so bye. Yeah, I know. Okay, I know. I'm taking my time with this. I'm making my way downtown. I'm walking fast, paces past, and I'm homebound. Yeah, great follow-up. I've called her best friend out for the flirting and she's still doing it. Very awkward. Oh no, maybe the best friend has this thing where they are a little addicted to validation and to attention, which is what I have seen women be like, where especially if their friend, you know, has the boyfriend, they still want to just, they're quite in need of validation in that sense. And obviously flirt to get that. Very dangerous. Oh dear, talk to your girlfriend about it a little bit more. Maude is trying to get Claude. Yes. Just don't date Quoth. I don't know. I think I would be taller than Quoth. I think he seems like a solid 5'10", maybe 5'9.5" kind of guy. I wouldn't mind a date with Jade from Beyond Good and Evil. Okay. I don't know who that is, but I support, sure. Geralt from The Witcher is surely one of your top 5 fantasy free book hookups, Maude. Not video game Geralt. TV show Geralt. But not video game Geralt. I don't know, something about him. I'm like, whatever. I just don't have like, I don't fetishize like granddaddy gray hair kind of deal. Even though he's ripped, but he's just like, that's like, he's full gray. Best advice for dating during a pandemic. My nose is running. I don't have a tissue, so I've had to use the back of my hand twice now. Best advice for dating during a pandemic. Be safe. Keep your bubble small. Don't meet everyone straight out the gate. FaceTime is your friend. FaceTime is your friend. I think that building a relationship on communication and getting to know each other and talking a lot first actually makes for better connection. And better connection means a deeper understanding. Oh, we got another super chat. Beep, beep, Jimmy. Wait, that's tough. I'm not sure what that's from. I'm trying to get this super chat that's come up. What do you feel is your greatest personal achievement? I think being a full-time host since 2007, where I've only worked in the entertainment industry, doing an entertainment work is a pretty great achievement, personal achievement, especially in LA where a lot of people were trying to launch or are doing hosting, but they also have to have a side hustle or, you know, a waitressing job or something like that. I think that the fact that I've been able to make it a career full time for so long is a great personal achievement. That's personal. I mean, you may mean outside of work, but 80% of my life is work. So that's my personal response. McClaude. I love it. Thank you, Vaden. Oh my God, White Claude. I feel so seen. I love this. Yes, yes, yes. Sad Henry Cavill. Every time I think about that, I kick myself. Idiot, idiot, idiot. Henry Cavill was at Comic-Con, hanging at the bar that was downstairs of the hotel that I was at. And he was there all afternoon, evening, and night, just wanting to socialize. He must have had time off and he was just at the bar drinking. And at one stage at the end of the evening, I was already upstairs in my pajamas reading Wheel of Time. And Alison goes, Henry Cavill's at the bar. He's looking a bit sad. And I was like, what are you doing, Maude? Your job in life, your destiny is to make this man laugh. Get down, you say hi. And I was like, I couldn't possibly know. And I didn't. And I didn't. And if I did, I still wouldn't tell you about it, but I didn't. Guys, Maude's giving legit advice. Rachel, I'm an experienced, intellectual, other compliment, other adjective person. Yeah, I can give good advice. I'm not supposed to. The whole point of this is that I'm not supposed to, of course, but I am. I missed a bunch of questions in the middle. Guys, super chats make me really help because I can see the questions better. There's so many coming through. Oh, here we are, way back then, because we're so far behind. I am down for either cooking a meal or going out, but I agree eating out is a nice relief. That's what I think. What bourbon is in the decanter? Blanton's or Pappy Van Winkle? Brad, nothing. They're all empty. I'm not drinking by myself in the pandemic, except when I'm on chat talking with people, but that's something. Have you ever tried online dating more than just Tinder? I've not done Tinder. I think when it first came out in 2014, I was on it for a hot second. I had a bad experience. I didn't do that anymore. I find online dating can be still not super safe, and I find safety is super important for me. I would rather a friend of a friend recommend and set up. Oh yeah, I think I like the look of the orange and the purple better than I do the purple and the blue. I changed my mind about it. I know. You noticed. There's a light setting that I have. It's called Tropical Twilight. Isn't that nice? That together has just inspired me. I like it. So yeah. Jedi or Sith and why? Well, Jaguar, I think that the way of the grey is the way to go. You know, not being confined, not having connection or attachments. I think that's a bit dumb. But then also not being so power hungry and addicted to power. So finding a little balance. Yeah. Not a question, but an observation. Love Actually has mostly dysfunctional couples and relationships. Sure. But do I love the shit out of that movie and watch it every year for Christmas? Yes. Don't take that from me. No more super cats. Oh, Matt super chatted with a heart. Well, you get to ask a question if you super chat, but I'll take the heart. I'll bring it up when I get closer. Your interview with Zac Efron is my favorite. Thanks, cool guy. Yeah, that was a fun moment. I got a bit giggly because he loved my favorite game of all time. And I didn't expect that. I really did not expect that. Seems like people want kids in the number that they were raised in. Family of 5 kids, and I want something around that. No, I'm 3 and I don't want 3. Don't do that, if that's okay. Don't do that. I know that you have good intentions and you really want it, but I don't think that is the best way to sell it. I think that my work, not asking for a job, is the best way to sell it. Making my way downtown, walking fast, pace my blast, and I'm homebound. I will never get the words. I'm the worst. On the humor train, I'm so reassured that I'm not the only one that makes jokes by inserting random song lyrics into them. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm finally getting back. Aside from the people, what do you miss most about SourceFed? Dropping C-bombs in my videos. Accidentally. Not accidentally, very intentional, but no one realizing it. I liked being able to explore a leadership role there. I was promoted to channel manager relatively quickly, mainly because Steve Zaragoza didn't want to do it. And I was like, I'll do it. And so I was manager, and I learned a lot about that, leading a team, balancing sort of being their colleague and being, in a way, their boss, working in a team. There's some people in SourceFed I could not stand. One, couldn't stand, butted heads the whole time. But others were absolute legends, and I still work with them and talk to them a lot. So the person that I'm talking about, you don't know, it was very much a behind the scenes role, but it was a ego thing. And if you guys know anything about me, I don't have time for someone to have an ego at me. I do not have time for that. We are not an ego contest. Let's just get the job done, I say. What is the difference between 3 kinds of Grecian columns? I'm so glad you asked, because I think you were referencing to the time when I was on a date in Australia and we were walking around the beautiful city of Melbourne, and I was like, oh, that's an Ionic column. And they were like, what? And I was like, well, there are 3 types of Grecian columns. The first one is the Doric column, which is, no one cares, but it's the columns that have like the squarish tops. Ionic have the ram's horns. And then Corinthian have the palmettes. And yeah, my date said, please, do you want to stay single forever? Don't ever tell me this kind of shit again. And I was like, oh, I just thought that was fascinating. I'm going to continue talking about the 3 types of Grecian columns. Greek columns. Grecian if talking about Grecian if talking about architecture, I believe, but Greek if you're talking about anything else. Oh my God, we got super chats coming in. Super cat, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Oh, here's a good one. LA guys, terrible dates. I feel like Aussie and English guys get your personality better. Nailed it in one. I much prefer to date Aussies and Englishmen, just because of that fundamental humor. It is very similar. Yeah, just like the foundation of values and core everything is more aligned. Our LA guys, terrible dates, more often. I've had some horrible ones. Cruz to King says, that new Patreon photo you dropped today ended my entire career. Yeah, I love this new shoot that happened. I'm very stoked with it. It's cool. Have you interviewed Henry Cavill? I don't remember. Yes, and I was actually so professional, and like it was a really great conversation. He kind of, I think, got into a zone where he was a little bit sort of bored, and I was like, okay, I got to do something about this. And his dog was there. Dog's awesome. But I had a question, and he'd never really thought about something before, because this was for Mission Impossible. It's in here. So if you go into Geek Bomb, you look up Maude Garrett or Henry Cavill, the interview will pop up. We talk accents, because he's obviously British and he's got the best British accent in the world. I'm absolutely in love with him. And in Mission Impossible, he plays American. And so I said, what's the name of your character? And he goes, August Walker. And I'm like, how would he say his name? And he goes, August Walker. Oh my God, what a great question. I've never thought about that like that. And I'm like, and now we kiss. No, I actually was professional. And some of the comments in there go, this is the first interview I've ever seen where the interviewer hasn't been like outrageously flirting. So, right, accomplishment. What brand is that pink LED light in the background? This one? The light, I took the light from the last show that I was on, but the bulb is a Philips Hue bulb. Super cat, meow, meow. How would you feel about a pardon me, please. How would you, God damn it. How would you feel about a partner that would put you a priority, but also give you plenty of space? That's a contradiction. That is a malaprop, because that does not make sense. Putting me a priority. Oh, I see. I guess it could work. I would prefer it if I prioritize myself and they prioritize themselves and would invite each other into each other's lives. But prioritizing me kind of feels like putting me on a pedestal, which I don't love. The sound of giving me plenty of space so I can miss him is always a really good feeling. So it's, you like end up having more quality time together. Good question though. Yeah. Heart. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Maddie. Any thoughts on guys who live at home with their family still? In my country, it's very difficult to get your own place even when you have a good job. For real? Where are you? Wow. I'm getting at the age where it's like, if they've got like a roommate, it's a little weird. But I mean, I had a roommate less than a year ago. They just left the country when COVID happened. That's because I have a dog and I used to travel a lot. Remember that? Remember traveling? Remember going around? Remember getting in a plane? Remember going to somewhere else? Remember that? Yeah, neither. Thank you so much for the hype. Afraid of commitment. Darth, what's the rest of that sentence? Was it accusatory? Were you telling this to me? Is this a confession? I need more help. For a good cry, The Notebook or Fault in Our Stars? Both. Oh my gosh. Nose, waterfall, eyes, Fisher. I watched The Notebook last week and I was like, I'm not going to cry. I've seen this movie so much. I'm going to be fine. I'm just going to tell myself that it's all okay because you know how it ends. Cut to like crying. Hello, Mr. Joshua Gray. How's Seattle? Apparently it's freezing there at the moment. Is it freezing there? Oh, look at you being cheeky. Thank you so much. Thank you, Josh. I hope you're good. Oh, shoot, podcast. Yes, we got to talk about that. Only ask questions if you super cat. Only get to ask questions if you super cat and not super chat. We want a super cat. What is your 90s broken heart song? It's been 7 hours and 15 days. That's a good one. That's like that one hits the heart. I think that's the first one that came into my head, so that's my answer now. So you're saying you would have a purple lightsaber and use shatter points as a fighting method. When did I say that? Can someone help me? Evan, when did I say that? I would use shatter points. Are we talking KOTOR or are you talking Jedi Fallen Order? Because I don't finish that game. I actually recently accidentally told someone that worked at EA that I thought that was a clunky game. Baden, see the new message from Gory. Dear Maude, I've met a lovely lady on the universal wide web, and we've become quite enamored with one another through our online chats and on that famous dating app, Medit. She lives on a somewhat faraway star, but luckily my geology work permits me to travel across galaxies, and wouldn't you know it, I had the opportunity to visit her planet, so I seized the opportunity. Now that I'm here, we realize that we neglected to mention some pertinent information in our conversations, as I am an average-sized human, and she is a 100-foot-tall giant. I appear to be in quite the pickle, as even knowing this, she wishes our relationship to become, dare I say, more intimate. Maude, I know you are renowned throughout the cosmos for your wisdom, so I humbly ask for your advice. Should I take the plunge? Choice of words. Respectfully, explorer of 99 caverns. Oh, well, 99 caverns. Advice for that one would be you like what you like, and if it's not 100-foot giant and then you're not attracted to that, then don't force it. You need to have that attraction. You want it. 100-foot giant. I like these stories. I'm so far behind. What would be Zelda's perfect date? It would start with food. It would be probably like dry food that was spelt out in a love heart that she got to eat all the way up. And then as soon as she finished that, like peanut butter smeared all over the floor that she just like nom noms. And then once she's done with that, like a bowl of milk. I don't feel bad even saying this around her because she's like, yes. Do you feel like dating is better or harder in your 40s? I don't know, Keith. I'm not close to it yet. It's far away. You tell me? Don't take it personally. Don't be offended. You look like you're in your 20s. I like ionic columns best. I think I do too. I love your Grey Force answer. All-time favorite song. Cool, cool, cool. Where is Zelda tonight? She's so pretty. I bought a new fluffy bed for her, and it goes under my desk. Because like eventually I thought I was going to get one, but I have to open this box. It's something called like a tutor cam. And I thought that it was like a second cam that I could put so that I could cut to Zelda cam, but I don't think it is. But she's really comfortable right now. Maybe I'll get her up at the end. It is important to know about your columns when you're scaling them in Assassin's Creed. Yes, Chris. Yes. Super chat, super cat. Would you ever date someone that has a collection of Chucky dolls on display at their place? Actually, no. And I would like a display of them, which means more than one, a collection. Yeah, I'm going to have to say that this is just personal. This is a personal preference. But if I were to see a collection of Chucky dolls, I would think that there was something fundamentally fucked up about them. And I would get the truck out of there. And I wouldn't look back. I think it would be, that's a deal breaker. Do you miss living in Australia? Thank you, Cindy. There's some parts of Australia that I miss. I miss the accent. I miss the people. I miss the sense of humor. I miss the coffee. I miss the good food. I miss the beaches. I miss seeing the stars in the sky. I miss the fresh air. I miss my family. But yeah, apart from that, not really. Super chat, super cat. I just got books on Gothic architecture, so I understand your love for it. It's so cool. Yeah. Yeah, I love architecture. I love a flying buttress, you know? I love a mosaic. I love a keystone. Anyone else? Where are my architects? I've got a pun about don't sext architects. But it's still processing. Favorite flavor, Tim Tam, white chocolate, white chocolate. Rachel, tell us more about how you know Rob Kaczynski. I interviewed him. It's how we first met. So when he was on the red carpet for Pacific Rim, I had to watch the movie, I think, or I did watch the movie. And he plays an Australian. And so when he was on the red carpet, I was one of his last interviews. And I was like, "G'day from Australia." And he goes, "Oh, no." And I went, "Did you really think that you sounded Australian in this movie? Like, how hard was it trying, as a Brit, trying to do an Australian accent?" And he's like, "Look, we had vocal coaches, like dialect coaches." And he goes, "But isn't it funny that how Australians come over to America?" I actually have no idea this is what he's saying, but I'm like, this isn't the story in my head. That Australians come over to America and get all the jobs, and yet in this movie there are two Australians. Maybe this is what I said to him. This sounds more right. And yet in this movie that there are finally two Australians, and it's played by a Brit and an American. Yeah, that sounds like me because it was fueled with spite. But we actually became friends from that. And then I think that was around May. And then in July at Comic-Con, we were at a party together and we had a big chat. And that conversation turned to Mass Effect. And then we couldn't shut up. And we were like, cool, we're friends now. And that was back in 2013 or 14. So I've been friends with him ever since. He's the kind of guy that doesn't do surface level. He's very, very deep with sort of like thought and growth and psychology and understanding. And I really like that. So he's a really good guy to talk to. Back to dating advice. Do gifts increase or decrease the attraction? Ah, crap. I'm about to drop some actual real advice again. Ugh. You need to give gifts based on love language. So how someone likes to give and how someone likes to receive. There are 5 love languages out there. So you need to be attuned with that person. If they do not like physical gifts, because one of the love languages is is gift giving. If someone likes gift giving, but their partner doesn't like receiving gifts, you don't have a match. So you need a tweak. I realized only in the last couple of years that I technically give love by gift giving, but it's not an extravagance. It's not like I got you this amazing gift that I dropped all this money on. It actually falls more in line with another one of the love languages, which is there is words of affirmation, quality time, gift giving, acts of service, and physical touch. So I would do acts of service. So I would buy them something that is missing in their day, like a magnetic phone holder in the car, because they were like holding their phone and it was like uncomfortable, or they could never find it. And I'm like, I'm going to get you this. But yes, it's a gift, but it's actually an act of service, because this gift is going to help your day-to-day forevermore. But you really have to be in tune with your love language and their love language, because they like, it needs to sort of align in a way. Because if someone doesn't like physical touch, but they're with someone whose love language is physical touch, whoa, nightmare, not going to work, right? So really leaning into what those love languages are and being communicative about it. This is really good advice. Why the fuck am I single? I dated an Aussie girl. Boy, do I have some stories about that. How would you feel about a Parma? Well, it's a Parmy, first of all. It's a Parmy. Parmesan? Chicken Parmigiana? Parmigiana? Parmesan? I've said it too many times. It doesn't make sense anymore. Yeah, they're all right. Not my fave. It's Valentine's Day. Why aren't you getting down and dirty after having a romantic dinner? Fuck L big Rickan. Why would you do this to me? Like, that's mean. What the fuck? What? Why don't you go out and earn $50 million a day? Why don't you just not tell me what I should be doing on Valentine's Day? I want to be here giving shitty advice, not taking it. And who says I might not have a date after this? I might have a date after this. You don't know. I know what the answer is. There's a discourse in the chat. I'm not sure what host is referring to with their question, but I'm going to avoid it, and I'm even going to suggest that maybe someone delete it or report it. Cool. I don't know what it is. Yudo, man, I love you, and your interviews are the best. P.S. If you love Greek column orders, then you'll love ancient Greek sculptures and statues. Not necessarily. Architecture and art. There's enough of a difference for them to not overlap. Financially, it would have been smart of me to have roommates since out of college, but I have a one-bedroom with my dog. Oh, I love that. That's my situation as well. I love it. Seattle is covered in snow. I'm so far behind. Oh, the commitment joke was in relation to your Jedi or Sith reply. Okay. Oh, we got another super chat or 3. Nice. God, I'm going so slow. No, but if there's compliments, I'm going to make time for those. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. This is how I feel about it. I only heard good things and was really surprised about how buggy it was. Yes. Oh, everyone giving Keith shit about me dating in my 40s when I'm not 40. Yeah. When will you be able to apply for a green card? I already did, and Trump's administration said no. So I'm gonna have to wait now that we've got someone that might actually like immigrants. Super chat, super cat. What is a skill you have that no one knows you have? Well, no one really knew about my jump rope skills, but then I started posting all about it. But that was a back pocket thing that I had. What is a skill no one knows you? Well, I mean, I can kind of say a couple of lines in about 5 different languages. See, the thing is, Jimmy, when you are on a show like podcasts all the time where all you have to do is share things about you, there's very little that people don't know. Zelda's snoring. What is a skill? Everyone everyone knows about that one too. I don't know. Nice, Rachel. Good cover up. What is your favorite part about being 20-something? Yes. Well, as a 20-something, let me tell you, I have so many things that I love. Rachel's my favorite. Well done. I love hearing about how I'm still in my 20s. That's one of my favorite things about being a 20-something. Yeah, just constantly talking about how I'm in my 20-somethings. Thank you for the question. Big love to you. Dear Maud, you mentioned in a previous video that you went to a psychic. Did you also have a tarot reading? I have a girlfriend that does tarot readings, and every single time, I've had about 3 or 4 sessions with her, and every single time she's ended up going, I'm really sorry, I know this isn't what you want to hear. Am I going to find someone? Ooh, yeah, no. See, this is a card where it's a guy who has like 19 knives in their body. So I'm like, cool. Yeah. I mean, we had that psychic on SourceFed that one time, and I was supposed to be married at 33, which here we go. Super chat again. Ooh. Tuvaziok. If you could date a D&D character, what class would you go for and why? A fighter, a wizard, a paladin. Not a fighter. They would get hurt a lot. Like they're in the front lines and they're putting the life on the line constantly. Like look at Geralt. He's got like cuts and scars and he's been banged up. Wizard, he's only working on his mind and not his body or soul. Paladin, I mean, they're not anymore, but they were so aligned with being lawful good. It's a little boring. Give me a little bit of chaos, you know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of, right? Not so much of, we've got to go to bed, it's 8 o'clock. The sun will be up in 7 hours. That's not fun. What other classes are there? Monk? No. Rogue, ranger, good with animals. You know if someone treats animals well, they're good. I would go a ranger. Just don't want ranger danger, you know? I would date a bard or bard. Oh, ranger bard. Multi-class ranger bard. He'll sing me the songs of the forests. Anyone? Deep forest? Nope. One person will get that. 98 people watching? No one will get that. Tell us about when you interviewed Michael B. Jordan. He was lovely. He's really, really great. He and I get along really well. He's a little bit sassy, which is my cup of tea. Yes, this is important. That was 10 minutes ago. So now I know I'm 10 minutes behind. Good. Okay. What were you saying, Adam? My love language is knowing what to do in co-op games. I like that. That's probably words of affirmation if I could break it down. Aussie checks are so, well, I missed it. Where is that comment? That's great. Aussie checks. This is great. Aussie checks. I write out the name. I put in the dollar amount. Tear out the check. Sexy. Oh dear. Yeah, Maud, why are you single? I can actually answer this question. And I think it's a bit of a cop-out when someone says, I don't understand why you're single. You could have anyone you want. It's like, yeah, but I don't want anyone. I want to find my equal. And because I put really high expectations on myself, I put really high expectations on the potential partner. And like, if I wanted a boyfriend, like I could get a boyfriend, but I would rather be alone than date down or settle or not be entirely happy. And I'm actually really, really comfortable with being single because I really enjoy my time. I'm a go-getter. I love, like, I'm often alone, but rarely lonely. That changed a little bit in the pandemic, but I want a slam dunk. So if I'm dating someone, they've checked the boxes, and that's a huge deal. And I find them every now and then, but I also, I'm not kissing frogs to get the prince. Like, I'm not, no. Ugh. So that's why I'm single. I'm trying to find my equal. And if I'm like, the bees freaking knees, then I got to find someone else who also has bees for knees. And I'll be like, oh my God, get the buzz out of here. You are my honey. That's why I'm single. Fuck, that's why I'm single. That's why. No. Dear. What's your go-to meal on a date? Honestly, I want to have like really cool salads, but they get in your teeth. So pizza. But pizza makes me bloat. I don't know. Whatever I'm feeling like at the time. I love cheese. Anything with cheese in it, really. Oh, this is sweet. Good night, everyone. Just a friendly reminder on this day that you are loved. Yay. What is the best love story in a book that you have read? I mean, I love The Princess Bride. The book's okay. The book's okay. I don't know. I read a lot of sort of like YA. So gotta love a bit of love. But I think the best love story's got to be The Princess Bride. Surely. We need a Zelda cam. Yeah. I know. Do you think that Comic-Cons will ever come back, or will it be limited to virtual appearances? I think the goal is to eventually get it back to where it was, but it's just not going to happen anytime soon. I'm an actress and I've never gotten into gaming before, but I feel like it's something I could like. Any suggestions on where to start? Get a Switch. Buy Zelda Breath of the Wild. Buy Fire Emblem, Three Houses. Buy Mario Odyssey. Thank me later. That's the best advice I can give. Oh God, I'm on fire with the advice. Let the people have their fun. If it's not your thing, that's fine. Yeah, this is my goal. Little weird guy. This is my goal, Terry. I want someone to be like, no way, really? That can't be true. Oh yeah, people like Ranger. Never date a musician. Oh, can I? You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Dante. Monks are too handsy. Hey, that's actually a really good D&D joke. Super chat, super cat. Meow. What is something that you want to learn or wish to be better at? I want to learn more languages. I want to learn how to play instruments. I want to learn to be a better cook. I want to constantly be growing and getting better. I want to learn to listen more. I want to learn to do things to make people feel better about themselves. A lot. Great question. A lot. Can you hear Zelda snoring? Super chat, super cat. Hope you're having a great evening and week. Happy Maudentines Day. Thank you, Nath. So generous today. Thank you. You know what? We haven't had a sub wars for like 3 months. Maybe that's why. I'm telling you, last month on Twitch, wah, wah. I was like, what do I have to do, subs? Comfortable being single is the new sexy. Yeah, Brad, that's what's up. I think needing to be in a relationship is not a good way to live. Slam dunks. Yeah, I think I'm catching up. Date yourself. Is it bees? Is it bees? Awesome. The bees, Maud. No. Thanks, Roger. Bees, knees, come buzz around my trees. I mean, I'm sure someone's taking that the wrong way, but I would like to be very wholesome with that. Oh, God. Yeah. Hydration check. Thank you. It's because I'm really thirsty. Chocolate. It's funny when you say super cat because that's a Jamaican artiste. Huh, cool. Super cat. Oh my God, I caught up. No way. I caught up. No, no, I did not. Super cat. Happy Maudentines Day. I gave your sage advice to both individuals, but for some reason there's been no response. I'm sure they're doing great. I'm eating with chocolate in my mouth. I apologize. Great question. What age did I start gaming? Around 5. My dad was very much into video games and PCs mainly. We had MS-DOS on a computer and a bunch of games in there. So I played that, like Wolfenstein, Leisure Suit Larry, NetHack, a bunch of games. It was awesome. We had like Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God, so many cool games. And then from about 8 years of age, 8 till about 11, every Sunday afternoon we'd go into Dad's work. He would do a little bit more work, but 3 of the computers would be link up, so LAN. And initially it was Doom, and then it was Duke Nukem, and then it was Heretic. And my brothers and I would play against each other on 3 different computers around this office, and it was the best time. We loved it. So I have the fondest memories with that. And then by the time we were 11, we got a Nintendo 64 for Christmas, and that was just a game changer. But we weren't allowed to play it in the term. We could only ever play the video game console in school holidays. It was a school holidays privilege only. And during the week, we only got 1 television show that we were allowed to watch each week as well. So it was like we had a tight, no, do your homework kind of household. We sat at the table every single night. Mum would do a general knowledge test, quiz. She would ask us every single night what the best and worst thing that happened that day was. And that was a way to check in to see if we were getting bullied or if we were having any problems at school. It was really cool. I really loved that family bonding time. Thanks, Elder. Well, I'm over the hill. Every day you get older. That's the law. Thanks, Captain. Thanks, Captain. That's true. You're not wrong. Unless you're me, you just never age. Yeah, says Vaden. All those games are great. Just finished Breath of the Wild. There are tons of online games you can try out for free to see what you like as well. Great advice. Boink. Good old MS-DOS. Yeah. Wolfenstein. LAN party hard. Oh wait, I've missed a bunch. Oh my God, do you know Heretic? Yeah, you used to play all these games as a kid. I loved it. You do need, yeah. The old school one was cool though. So you had to kill German Shepherds. That was really hard for me. Play any Command and Conquer? You bet I did. I'm a mechanical man. It's like track number 12 or 11 or something on the album, the list that they had. I loved Command and Conquer. Your base is under attack. Building complete. Loved it. Played all of those. You were kind of revealing your age with that gaming answer. Yep. Still in my 20s though. It's so weird. What makes you unique? For example, I am unique because I embrace my weirdness. I am unique because I don't really care what people think about me. I just don't really care. I'm okay with who I am. I have a self-awareness and a self-assuredness, I guess. I back myself. And I think that that is a unique trait, to just not have like a social anxiety, or I get a little bit of that, but like not have like a crippling anxiety, wondering if you're good enough for other people, or if they even like you, or what they think about you. Try to make them happy. I don't have that. And I'm lucky. Like, that's a real win. And I recognize that. And it wasn't always that way. It's something that I had to fall into in a way. We are wrapping things up. Everyone put in a pitch for Maude's new streaming computer. Hell yeah. What was your last culinary adventure? Banana bread. I make salads now because you can't fuck up a salad. You know what? I probably still could. Oh, Quake. I didn't like Quake as much, but yeah, we had Quake. Oh yeah, I may or may not have a date. Red Alert 2. Okay. Mechanical Man. Yeah, banger of a track. I know, it's so good. You can hear it sounds like you're in like this like mechanical warehouse kind of thing. It's a banger track. I really like Mechanical Man. Oh. I just read a comment that made me laugh out loud. Hello, fellow 20-something. I myself am 29 in 60 months. Oh, that's great. That actually made me laugh. That's so good. She has, thank you. I have popular TikTok with lots of views. I can't be older than 22. Facts. Facts. But don't play WoW. Oh, yeah. Okay. Look, I downloaded it, but I don't have enough storage. I didn't have enough room to get it. So, hoo-hoo-y. What's your plan the rest of the day? Maudentines. Well, I got Tim Tams. I got some chocolate. I had a coffee. The world is my oyster. Hey, Bobo. Can you come here, please? She shot out of her bed when I said that. Zelzel. Come here. What's this? What's this? Works every time. My little goblet monster. What are you? Hey, Papa. Say something. We'll try again. Do you love me? Do I bore you? Do you love me? Isabel, do you love me? Do you love me? Let me try something else. Do you ever want to eat again? Do you ever want dinner? Do you ever want to eat? Do you love me? So I don't have a dog anymore. Never had a dog. No dog. There's no dog. Are you going to have a big party with friends when this pandemic is over? I don't like parties, but I'm looking forward to having quality times and lots of hugs. I miss hugs, man. I'm a hugger. Oh, come on, where are my super cats? Where are my super cats? Meow. I have a first date next week, so I'm going to have to rewatch what I've missed and get the cliff notes. Oh, Michael, good luck. If they made an action figure of you, what 3 accessories would come included? I love how this is Valentine's Day advice, and now I'm like, it's just a straight up Q&A. The 3 accessories: a skipping rope, a gaming controller, and little Zelda. Gaming stream tomorrow or Tuesday? Wednesday. I miss Stardew. I haven't played Stardew in ages. I want to play some of that, but I've got something really cool happening on Wednesday that I think you're all really going to like. 1 till 4 p.m. PT. Lock it in. Merry Maudentines Day. Happy New Year. Yeah, I like that. Ever played Monkey Island or Day of the Tentacle? Day of the Tentacle. I don't think I went near that one. But Monkey Island, yes, I did. It was a LucasArts game. Last call for Super Cat. Kermit song. What? Doggo head tilt check. Yay. So pretty. Love Zelda. Love this. Does Zelda have a birthday or a rescue day? Birthdays, I rescued her on like the 17th or 18th of March, I think. March. Oh, I booked you on the nose, did I? Sorry, little cutie. But I got her when she was 4 months, so technically her birthday is in November and at some time. So I'm not great with it. And every time I'm like, oh, I forgot my daughter's birthday. Oh well, it's not like she knows. She's a dog. That helps. No more super cats. We don't have a super cat. You called it. You got it. That's exactly what we're doing. Last call for a super cat. Meow. 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 Yeah, it's going to be a really big day. Yeah, Wednesday's going to be chunky. Hopefully I haven't triple booked things. I'm double booking things lately. All right, no meow meow. That's okay. Thank you so much for all of the questions. It ended up being a bit of a Maude Q&A, but you see something that came in? Why? Meow meow. Meow meow. Oh, there it is. Yes. Mentioning KOTOR and ancient Greek architecture on the first date equals a second date. You would think, Joshua. I'm going to try it on my next first date. I'm going to do a checklist and be like, what? How did I miss that? Double checking that I haven't missed any more. I'm glad you said something. Meow meow. Last one. Thank you. Meow. Love that. All the super cats. No, thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for spending Maudentines Day with me. I was supposed to give really rubbish and shitty advice, but it turns out that I actually had some. Where's Jimmy's? There's that one. And now I've got one here. Meow. Meow. Jimmy's is not popping up. I did ask the unique question one. I had that one done already. But yeah, thanks for spending this little chunk of time with me. I really appreciate you guys. Have a lovely Maudentines Day. No, thank you. If any of my woof. I like that. Meow 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 woof. That was deep and aggressive. I'm so sorry. I didn't know I could do that, but now that I know I can do that, sick. Bye everyone.